Okay, so I haven't done a Tic Talk in a while, and hopefully this is recording and you can look back at it or whatever. I don't know, but basically something happened recently that sparked this because I've been talking about them for a while and then kind of dropped off. Um, I want to talk about disinhibition with Tourette's. What something that sparked it was I was with some friends the other night and I was sharing an experience that I had had a few years back at a friend's bachelor party, and it was at a place, just a dueling bar thing. And what kind of happened there? But in the story, uh, bad language was used, and um, so the person that one of the people that were listening got offended. They admitted, like, oh, look, I'm really offended at this. So I stopped, apologized, and um, fought the urge to move on, which is what I would normally do, which is keep going. So disinhibition basically is difficulty consistently inhibiting thoughts and or actions. So it's like that tick. I can't control it. And disinhibition is very similar in the way that it is with sounds and whatnot. So words are in fact sounds and can be uncontrollable, just like grunts and ticks, the little things that I say and do, they can be those are those don't have anything. So they're just sounds that have no meaning. Words have an associated meaning, and uh, but when it comes to bad words and stuff like that, people with Tourette's, like myself, have a hard time controlling that. The brain to mouth filter doesn't work because we don't get breaks in our thought processes where most people will be like, okay, I don't want to call this person this name, even though they may think it, that they're fat, ugly, stupid, whatever. But most people's brains will shut that down and be like, yeah, let's not do that. Where my brain, I don't get that option all the time. I don't get consistent breaks. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When I don't, I really have to work extremely hard. It's kind of like the eye blinking thing. Try not to blink your eyes. And the harder you try not to blink your eyes, the more you want to blink your eyes. And when you do start blinking, it blinks worse, 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 worse. So the same thing is here with verbiage, going into this or doing something that I'm not supposed to do. It's all about disinhibition. It's don't touch the wet paint. Well, if I followed that rule, I'm inhibiting that. So disinhibition is the exact opposite, where most people say, "Hey, I want to touch it, but I'm not going to because it's wet and I shouldn't do it." Where my brain is like, "Fuck it, I got to touch the paint. I have to touch it, or I got to say this word." And if you do any research on anyone, like there's some people putting stuff out on that have really bad Tourette's. Like I've worked hard to get where I'm at with it, but it's still difficult. It's not. I was at some of the places that some of these other people are years ago, and it was really, really tough. And it still is. The problem, now is when it does. I can shut it down, but there's a price to pay, and it doesn't always. People don't always see it. Like the other night, when I was talking to my friends and I was explaining the story and was using the language I was using, but that was the language that was being used literally there. This person, like I said, got upset, and so I stopped. I said, I apologize for offending you, but and my other friend jumped in and kind of helped defend me in a sense. She wasn't defending me, but this person was like, okay, look, yeah, this is, they kind of jumped in and helped the situation. And so at that point, I had to shut down completely. Like I stopped talking. And so what was going on in my head was this battle of I don't want to hurt this person's feelings and offend them because I love them. But the other side was I got to fucking say this. I really got to. So I'm sitting in the back seat and I'm literally almost just crying because I've got this going on and it hurt to it so bad that it was causing me to tear up. And it was really it and I had to talk it out with my other friend and it made it better at the end of the night, but still that was with me for the rest of the night. And tics and stuff like that don't just go away. My reset button is normally sleep. So if I have a major tic, it doesn't just go away. It might calm a little, but it's there until the reset button gets pushed, which is going to bed at night. So, so to try to wrap things up and not go too crazy and too long here on my Tic Talk, is that people with disinhibition, most people think, oh, you can just help this. You don't have to say it. Yes, actually, we do. It's just like blinking your eyeballs or your eyelids. You have to do it. Otherwise, there's consequences to it. And the same thing goes with this. And I can a lot of times curve those urges, but again, it comes at a cost. It's not like yeah, I'm not just not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that, and now I have to battle it. It becomes an internal battle, not only in my head but in my soul, and it's it can be excruciating at times, and knowing that I really want to say what I want to say and not doing it because I know it's going to hurt someone else. So that is hopefully a little bit of something else for people to learn about Tourette's and disinhibition. So there's others that I'll talk about later, but this is the one that kind of hit me, and I felt that it would be a good topic for tonight's TikToks. All right, I hope everybody's doing well. Merry Christmas and all that stuff. Talk to you later.